one's pretty funny because this is John Mallon. He's a EVS is a sycophant, number one sycophant, I think. So this is him at C2E2 a couple weeks ago. If you remember, they claimed that they had all gotten blacklisted and banned from it or whatever just for being Trump voters. Same old shtick. Like just how Ethan got fired just for being a Trump voter.
Yeah, listen, the fact that Ethan was constantly late, had extremely cringe social media, had nothing to do with it. It was all because he was a Trump voter.
Could you be an established Republican and then find work in comics? Or there's no conspiracy. Yes, you can be an out Republican. You could be an out conservative and work in comics. You're allowed to be who you are and work in comics.
It's clearly just because he voted for Trump. So this is funny because he goes, I don't think they had actually been banned. They had just had their booth rejected, basically. And in this, he's walking around and he's daring people to do something. You know what I mean? He's filming himself. And the fact is, he was not literally banned from C2E2. The only individual who is banned, as far as I can tell, is Ethan. But Mallon's walking around talking shit, and then eventually some security comes up to him.
Your excuse.
Another row. I'm gonna take a walk. We're just gonna keep walking. Where are you? Hey, how's it going?
No shit.
I mean, I will say that is kind of freaky. If you're walking somewhere in a public place and some guys come up behind you, put their hands on your arm, like, just keep walking.
Yeah,
you're like, oh fuck, I'm dying. I'm gonna die right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were trying to get him out without any kind of deal. Apparently, there was something going on with he wasn't supposed to film in a certain spot, and he was. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. If he's near the celebrities or anything like that, yeah, you're not allowed to film there.
Look, I got the whole crew here.
Okay, so then let's see. We'll come back to that, but he starts kind of doing his victim narrative about I'm only getting kicked out because I'm a Trump voter. And
yeah, we got a booth here, spent thousands of dollars on it. Then they decided that we violated their code of conduct 5 weeks before the show launch, 5 weeks before today. Yeah. So they said, I don't know, social media, they stalked my social media. Isn't that crazy? I don't think it is, man. I don't think that's the way. I don't think that's the way it's worked. Being a Trump supporter shouldn't be a reason not to set up, especially when I'm
being a Trump supporter.
I work for Marvel.
He mentions I worked for Marvel. He did work for Marvel for a short time, and he worked on I think the Thunderbolts and maybe something else. I mean, why isn't he still at Marvel, right? Who knows? I'm sure somebody knows, but still, it's not like he's just a well-known Marvel artist or whatever.
Well, here, you know what? I know it's kind of an offshoot here, but let me go ahead. I have a criticism of Marvel.
Okay.
The Thunderbolts movie, I wish was based off the Kurt Busiek original run. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the security guard mentions that he was given a note. Sandman, you would know. You're hanging out in those Comicsgate streams a lot. I'm calling you out, bro.
Oh. That's what they did. It's called cancel culture. We had a comic book artist who just got canceled 5 weeks ago. He killed himself.
Wow. Man,
wow.
That's just wow. Look, the comic book artist that killed himself hated these fucking people, by the way. He hated these guys. He hated Comicsgate. He was not one of them.
She would masturbate for Kyle. She would do two-finger inserts. My God.
It sounds like a service somebody's providing. We do two-finger inserts all day long. Get 2 for 1. They're talking about I think the one of the 2 or 3 women involved in Comicsgate. This stuff's all gross. We kind of mentioned it before. I don't like getting into this stuff, but I mean it is notable because this is exactly the kind of shit that they're supposed to be better than. They claim they're better than. That they're just all about making comics, and yet this has been the discussion within and around Comicsgate for a few weeks now. It's. If you notice, it's almost never just about comics with these guys. Almost never. it sounds like she was being manipulated, maybe, but I mean, I think there was a dual manipulation happening there, to be honest with you. I do, and like, because if you listen to the rest, just listen to the rest of this, Lucifer. I mean, of course, this is Ethan. It might not be true. None of this could be true. Anything Ethan says is subject to fucking, reality.
Ethan is a liar, so everything has that caveat.
So yeah, if you listen here to Lucifer, he does say some stuff that indicates that it probably was just like everybody's fucking exploiting everybody in Comicsgate. That's the thing.
And make Kyle think that they were in love.
She was making Kyle think they were in love. And
Kyle, Kyle would be, Kyle would say things like, "I'm gonna get you on Ethan's show," and she'd say Ethan or Malin's, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, yeah.
Not zero tolerance, man. Zero fucking tolerance on dipshits. I'm sorry. We're about to go on vacation with this shit. And we've been vindicated so many goddamn times now that I don't think we need to just keep playing nice to fucking morons that show up being stupid fucking pieces of shit in chat anymore. That's just my opinion. Maybe we'll fight about it, and maybe we'll fucking, have a big initiative drama about it. I don't know. What do you think, Bob?
Drama. I'm not against it. There's lots of dipshits.
I mean, look, nobody's going to be as much of a dick about it as I am. I'm the guy that does that. I'm the.
Remember it.
I didn't know any of this was going on.
Remember
it was already over, and Kyle didn't want to stop it. So, Mandy kind of said, "Help me, Kyle. Does this sound familiar? Help me. Kyle's obsessed. Please just tell him to stop it." Because Kyle didn't want to stop. They were jerking off together on camera. Kyle's sad and lonely, and so is Dale. That's what's going on with Dale and Mandy. And Mandy is most likely. I mean, here's the thing. Like, Kyle.
Okay, so. I mean, I don't know all the context. I'll be first to say that. So, I mean, I don't know why it's called the recording of EVS exposing the truth about Mandy Summers, when honestly it seems like it's the truth about Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Why is Mandy Summers the center of it? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is a reason for her to be the center of this. And we've tried to talk to Vicky about coming on the show and stuff. And just chatting, whatnot, but like haven't heard back on that. But I am curious about that because it does kind of seem a little weird. You know what I mean? A little weird. That's a good question, Mika. They almost never did. Almost never did. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you start out and your whole thing starts because some women got a milkshake.
Yes. That stupid. Yeah, it was all that stupid fucking tweet. Well, I don't even want to call it a stupid tweet. The reaction to it was stupid. It was some women who worked at Marvel posting that, hey, we're out getting a milkshake for what Flo Steinberg on her birthday, and like everybody had to get fucking offended by it, and it was just like, what? It sounds sweet to me. Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, I don't know what else to say when that happens.
Is that what they say? They like to say people sound like gossiping females because gender aside, people gossip, and that's pretty much Comicsgate is known for that. That's just what they do at this point.
If by bunch of gossiping females you mean people just saying facts, then yes.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I asked Eric the other day, and I wish he showed up, man. I asked Eric, like, is Ethan doing pretty well with streaming? Like, his streams are doing really well. He's like, actually, yeah, it seems like he's getting a lot of views and a lot of super chats. And I was like, cool, man, cool. Good for him, because it just seems like he's just a YouTube streamer now. He's definitely not a comic book creator anymore.
No.
Well,
he's done 3 Cyberfrog books since he's done this whole thing. It's ridiculous how well he's done.
Something like that. Yeah, it's you don't, and it's honestly, I mean, I think it's kind of arbitrary too, you know what I mean? Anyway, so there's that. It's gross. I don't like covering that shit. The point of it is just to show you this is what they're focused on, man. This is what they do.
She's, I want this and that. People are in her way. Maybe she wants to write Pit. Maybe I didn't know that.
2-finger inserts.
Do you want to come over?
for some butt play. Yay! Butt play all day. I'm home alone this weekend. Let's butt play. Oh yeah!
It's always a fun text to get.
Keep walking. Where are you? Hey, how's it going?
So in this video, it kind of goes understated a little bit, but like in the rest of this video of Malin here, whatever, he kind of like debunks Comicsgate existing, like as like their reason for existing, accidentally, and then he doesn't even realize he did it. Yeah, he gets taken out. This one has some captions to help us out here. Look, I'm getting escorted out. I'm a little troublemaker.
Did Christina send you? Don't touch my phone. Hey, I'm walking out. If you're gonna threaten me, then let's just do it. Oh, don't take it as a threat? Okay. I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word.
I mean, at this point, man, you're kind of like deep into some kayfabe that I don't even understand the lore. What?
Okay. All right. No, I'm doing great, man. How are you doing? We're gonna walk outside. That's how they do. They cut us off from our income.
They cut us off from our income for being Trump supporters.
Oh,
holy shit! For being conservatives, guys.
Oh,
for
God.
Being they fucking blacklist us. They blacklisted all these people.
They don't like that we believe a man is a man and a woman.
They're not even allowed into this fucking comic book convention.
Women's bathroom or engaged in a women's sport.
Just because they think women should be women and men should be men.
Why I'm not allowed.
That's why he's not allowed there. That's it.
So there's zero intention to bring any of these politics.
Zero intention. Any of these politics. They weren't even going to bring him up, but I'm bringing him up now. But still, I wasn't going to bring him up before.
Canceling him. This is so sad.
They kicked him out. He's blacklisted. You know? Fuck, man.
Oh, I know.
That sucks.
We know exactly who it is.
We know who it is. It's Christina Rogers. The fucking, they did this, right? And then
I don't see any problems, any issues. You're not causing any problem, no harm, no foul. I don't see anything that's going on. You want to enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. If things
what?
Obviously, I don't see you causing an issue or anything.
Okay.
If there's any kind of disruption,
what?
Then we'll deal
Wait, what? I can go in?
Wait, he got uncanceled?
He got to go
back in? Yeah.
They let him go in. So
they just it's like, hey, dude, don't cause trouble. You're not supposed to be recording here. Just behave, and you can go back in.
He just fucking went on this whole tirade about how they're blacklisted and all the, They're like, no, you can go back in, man. Just go on back in. It's cool.
I have no intention to disrupt.
I don't get that impression. That's exactly what I just said there. I appreciate you waiting a couple of minutes for me to try and sort it out.
No problem.
Enjoy the show.
That's so we have the green, like Christina Rogers said we're cool, or?
Yeah, we're cool. He's like, I don't even know who that is. You guys
I don't know who that is.
I don't even know where you came up with that name.
Okay. All right, I didn't know if another security guy or team was going to come up in 10 minutes. So
he says, "Yeah, I don't know if another security guy is going to come up and and this guy says, I'll take responsibility for it if they do."
Responsibility for it.
Frank, was it?
Yep.
Okay, man. All right, thank you very much,
Just
Frank.
As long as you're not having no problems, like enjoy.
Okay,
Enjoy.
awesome. I appreciate you, sir.
problem.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you guys for being cool. Appreciate you
Being
guys.
cool, man. Yeah.
Have a great one. John on the ground doing real journalism. That's right.
So suddenly he's not blacklisted anymore. Suddenly he's not canceled. He's back on the
I'm
ground.
so
doing
canceled
real
here. I'm
journalism.
back in. Yeah.
It's like they canceled me so hard it went around the other end and just like became an like now I have
Almost
to go,
like
I
it
have
wasn't
to
a
go
real
back in.
issue. Almost like.
And then he gets a little dig at Nerdrotic here in a second, which is pretty funny.
Guys, that is fighting the culture war. That I just did a bigger thing than Nerdrotic has done in 6 years, than Yellow Flash has done in 6 years.
I mean, that's technically true because I don't know if Nerdrotic has shown so quickly and clearly that there's things that they say is just flat out bullshit. The whole
very succinctly too.
Yep, this fighting. That's it, guys. That's it. That's it.
He probably has done more than those guys because those guys don't do shit either. They just make did videos. That's it.
So fighting the culture war is basically just being a Karen. Like, oh, what are you doing? No, you kick me out of here. I deserve to be in here. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to your manager, Christina Rogers. And
Right here.
He got pedos.
all right, this is one last thing here. This is just
Oh, who is this fellow?
well. So on the left here, we've got Ethan Van Sciver.
Okay.
He was watching a clip from one Ethan Van Sciver.
Okay.
And we'll just see how he reacts to it.
Pedos for literary criticism. Really, you don't? Did you know all of like the best authors were pedophiles? Did you know that the guy who wrote Willy Wonka was a pedophile? Did you know that the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland is a fucking pedophile? You understand that like some of the biggest people, the Wizard of Oz, pedophile. Some of the, I think A. Milne, Winnie the Pooh also. Could be wrong about that. Double check me on that. But some of the greatest authors in history were fucking pedos, dude. Yeah, for real. Lewis Carroll, look it up. Lewis.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
I truly can't take any more of this.
He did not like hearing that Lewis Carroll is also apparently, PDF.
Well, I mean, Ethan Van Sciver clearly did not like hearing what Ethan Van Sciver was saying.
Just to be clear, this was not him actually watching his own video. I took the previous thing of him doing the freak out, and I said I put in this whole new clip that I got here of him seemingly trying to say that hey, it's not a big deal if somebody's a pedophile and they're a writer because blah blah blah. Because look at all these famous pedo writers. I don't know if any of those are true. They might be. I really don't know.
I thought he was reacting to another guy named Ethan Van Sciver who looked exactly the same, and you just blew up my.
Yeah, I didn't mean to ruin the whole illusion there.
My whole life. Like, what's next? Comicsgate stops making comic books.
Yep.
I just
Facts don't care about Ethan's
makes
feelings.
sense.
No, he does watch his own videos. He watches ours too. What's up, Ethan? What up?
Yeah, Ethan. Make sure to like and subscribe, my man.
He's been watching us since the beginning, man. Like Ethan, you could say that Ethan is like one of the first fans of the initiative. He was right there in that first stream we did together.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Good for him.
I mean, we got lots of fans like that. Rags has been a pretty big follower.
True.
It's pretty nice of these guys to support us.
It's nice. It's nice for sure. Yeah, EVS fucking has the best jiggle physics. fuck Stellar Blade, man, or whatever. Like Ethan Van Sciver's jiggle physics are through the fucking roof, guys.
God damn, jiggle for me.
Thanks, Turf Nation. Thanks. That'll last forever.
True.
You can put out sustained fires in the vacuum of space. Sustained fires in the vacuum of space.
Sustained fires in the vacuum of space. Fires in the vacuum of space.
Jiggle for me.
You've just described a scenario that there's no evidence that that's actually what happened whatsoever. You're creating a fantasy.